4 years ago, the Cavs had finally won their first NBA Finals with LeBron James. And now, it's a completely different roster. And they're in a different state. So, what is there to expect with this new Cavs team? Let's talk about what to expect from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Huge fan of Isaac Okoro. I want to talk about the first thing. If we got to give a player comp to Isaac Okoro, his ceiling is to be a player similar from 2011 to 2014, Andre Iguodala. I think that's a very good comparison. He has the ability. If he gets that shot down, he can start shooting threes, and if he can score efficiently, I could see him being an 18-point scorer while being one of the best defenders in the NBA. Like, this guy is going to be on the All-NBA defense team. Now, his floor would be Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And I'm not saying to be a player the same style of Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And I know people are going to go, yo, MKG didn't become a good player because he got hurt every time that he was showing like improvement or development during his first 4 years in the league. Yeah, I know that. It could have been something. So I'm saying in the sense that he could be like MKG in the sense that if things don't go right, he's just a defensive role player. Like, that's what I mean by that. And in all in all, I think Isaac Okoro could help. They just need defense, and he is the quintessential definition of the best defender in this class. We won't go into too depth, but Lamar Stevens, they just traded for another guy named Tucker and cut him for this guy after they had announced it. So Penn State guy, played there for 4 years, averaged about like 16 points a game. His senior year, he averaged 17 points. Basically, he's the career leader in field goals and a few other records. He's just a really good shooter. He's on a two-way contract, so we don't even know if he's gonna make the roster. But from what I've done research is he's got length, he's a good shooter. So, he'll be an interesting player if he can make it through training camp and the summer league and be on the active roster. So, Thon Maker, he signed a training camp deal from what I'm saying. He's only there for training camp. And I want to say that I love Thon Maker. I think he has potential. If B-Ball Index rated him an A on his contest shots, he's one of the best shot contesters per BB Index by that. So I just want to say that first. And he's also a really good putbacker and offensive rebounder. He does a lot of dirty work. He realized he might not be that scorer we used to think. I remember back in 2K14 or 15 where you bring him on your draft class and he would be playing small forward and be the number one pick. But either way, I'm saying Thon Maker played 12 minutes. They didn't even get exercise or quality off for the Detroit Pistons. He's now over here in Cleveland. I see him being at first I want to be a power forward. I think he should be a power forward. He should sit there. He has the length, maybe see if he can move fast still, but he can stretch the floor hopefully. But he'll just get some blocks for you, some rebounds. I really think this is the perfect situation to see if Thon Maker can reach his potential. I think JB Bickerstaff is a really good coach, and he's going to be the one who can help him. I think they got a steal with this acquisition. Damian Dotson, I've always thought he's one of the most underrated aspects of the New York Knicks team for the past 2 years. And he's a lights-out three shooter when he wants to be. I know sometimes he can be a little streaky, but for the most part, he's a phenomenal three-point shooter. And I think this is what they need. They need a steady three-point shooter who's a volume shooter. And yeah, he might not give you much defense, but you know what? Damian Dotson is a guy who knows what to do. You know what you're going to get from him. He's going to be able to pop threes. He'll probably get you 10 to 11 points a game, maybe 12. Okay? Maybe you can get some defense, but I think he can really help out Darius Garland and Collin Sexton by helping them shoot, learn how to properly shoot, get the right shoot IQ, when to know to shoot, just help mentor them into better basketball players, which is something that the Cavs are trying to do with all their young guys, and that's why they have some older guys still on this team. They're trying to develop those guys, and they need mentors because they need someone to show them how to be a pro. Okay, you don't wake up one day and you're like, hey, I know how to be a pro now. No, you learn that shit. Javale McGee, Cleveland Cavaliers. Kind of funny to see him in that jersey, but makes sense why he's there. They got rid of Tristan Thompson. He went to the Boston Celtics. Javale McGee, we didn't really see him in this playoffs. It's kind of interesting. Wondering, hey, where is JaVale? And it's not why, everyone cares. He's just going to be a guy who'll get you 7 or 8 boards a game, maybe 10 points, a block a game at least, maybe 2. I think he has asthma. He's not ever in the best of shape. He's probably in really good shape. He's probably asthma or some stamina stuff because he never plays full games and he never has. And I think that's just some health reasons. Somebody tell me down below if you know the actual true story why JaVale McGee never starts. I know he's not the greatest basketball player, but he's had really good seasons. And even when he starts, he never plays more than 32 minutes or 28 minutes. But JaVale McGee will do a great job off the bench for Andre Drummond. He's pretty much high energy, blocks. I think he's the perfect guy to come off the bench for Andre Drummond. There could be multiple guys, but I really do think he was the best option for them. So we'll see how that'll go. All right, looking at this team, I want to first start at Collin Sexton, just because I think Collin Sexton is one of the most interesting guys. He went from 16.7 points to having 20.8 points this year. I just want to remember, where did he go to college? I don't even remember where he went to college. But either way, he had 16.7 points his rookie year, 20.8 points this year. But he's averaged only 3 assists both years, okay? He got better at 1 steal. I could really see him becoming a very good pickpocketer and being one of the most underrated, defensive point guards in the league because of how quick he is. I feel like he could steal the ball. He did shoot 40% his rookie year. Now he went down to 38. So he's showing he's going to be a really good three-point shooter. And I do think he's going to develop. He's going to get 20 again. I think he's going to get those. I need those assists at least at 6. I need at least 6 assists from Collin Sexton to be in my opinion, a successful basketball player in the NBA. He needs to stay healthy. Look, he only played 65 games this year, but that's because of the NBA playoffs. But just in general, to be a good player, he needs to stay healthy. I'm not saying that he hasn't been healthy. He actually has been healthy. And what I find interesting is the assisting. Like I said, he needs to get those assists up. I know the three-pointer works. I know you can get the bunches. Let's get those assists up, make the players around you better, and let's get a steal and a half next year. Next, if we talk about Darius Garland shot 35% from 3. I'm assuming he's this shooting guard because they were both point guards in college. Look, he only averaged 12 points per game. He shot from the floor 40% and 35 from 3. Not good at all. Yeah, he was shooting 5 threes, and he shot 87% from the free throw, but only went to the line 1.2 times. So, not really good. His assists are 3.9. Why is your shooting guard dishing out more assists than your point guard? Okay, that's one of the things that pisses me off. Your point guard should have more. Okay, look, Garland should be averaging these 4 assists and then 6 or 7 from Sexton. Then there you go. You have 10 to 11 assists per game. 10 to 11 assists per game. That's how it should work in the NBA, in my opinion. I don't know why. I don't understand this thing. This is why I thought they had to draft Isaac Okoro, because of this super small guard thing. It kind of reminds me of what they would do with, what do you call his face, back in OKC, how they run the 3-guard system with Shai and Chris Paul and all that good stuff. But right here, I'm trying to look at the college stats of my guy, Dylan Windler. Basically, he's supposed to be a 3-point shooter, is from what I remember. He's just supposed to be a knockdown 3-point shooter. He's 24. He missed all last year with a leg injury. Yeah, look, he shot 42% back-to-back years in his last 2 years, and then 39% in his sophomore year. And his worst year was his freshman year, but he barely played. So his last 3 years, he basically shot 40% from college. He was a 21-point scorer and a 10 rebounder. 10 rebounds per game. Damn, that was hard. English is hard. All right, and this guy's a shooting guard, small forward. I see him playing small forward more for the Cavs. But yeah, 6'6", 196 pounds, played for Belmont. I think he's going to be a really good player. I think they're not going to be a playoff team. I still think they're going to be a lottery team. That's just my prediction. But basically, I think J.B. Bickerstaff is the perfect coach for this team. He's going to instill culture. He's going to instill what he wants to do. Could I see him being a borderline team to the playoffs? Yeah, I could see him being what the Orlando Magics were for so many years, where they're just borderline playoff teams. So yeah, that's about it. I want to hear your opinions down below. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you. I hope you guys have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys. Peace out.